on a big one, a really big one, Riley.
G'day everyone, it's Rob the Axeman and welcome to another episode of Axeman's Fishing Adventures. It's been a few weeks since I've last been out on the water. I've had a few issues health-wise, and a lot of you know that I've got PTSD and everything that goes along with that, anxiety and depression. So I've been in a bit of a dark place the last few weeks, so I've had to push myself to come out today. Going out by myself, solo trip, and I'm heading out from Carrum. I usually fish a little bit later into November out from Carrum, but there's been a few fish being caught out here, the 18-20 metre mark, so I'm going to have a look, see how we go, try and sound something up. It's about 4 AM at the moment. Get out there, sound around for an hour or so, try and find some fish, and anchor up and burley up and see what we can find. Okay, so out around about the 18 metre mark off Carrum. Water temp's looking really good. They're about 18.5. Looks like we've got a fair bit of bait on the bottom, which is good to see as well. So I'll sound around for a bit more, see if I can find some bigger arches, and then we'll anchor up and start burling up and see what we can find. Alright, so I found myself a spot. I couldn't find any larger arches, but there's a heap of bait on the screen. I don't know if you can see that in the background, but it's crazy amount of bait. So it's probably about an hour, probably about half an hour before first light, and an hour or so before sunrise. And I'm going to get all my rods in now and burley up and sit and wait, see what happens. I've got the fish candy pillies on board. A lot of people have been catching them on pilchards and silver whiting. I've got the silver whiting as well. Now, I've probably seen this rod before. I call it Old Lucky. It's an old Sambo QT2. I bid on it about 15 years ago on eBay, and it cost me, I think I won the auction at $2.36. This rod has caught every fish imaginable. Gummy sharks, up to 5 kilo snapper. Got a snapper snatcher on it. This one's a Master Pro snapper snatcher. It's in a pink and blue. And I'm just going to put some pilchards on this. Put the head on one. And just put a chunk on the other one. So get Old Lucky in first while I'm sorting out the other rods. The snapper snatcher, I usually put it off the side and put it just down to the bottom, and then just raise it up a little bit so it sits straight up and down. 18 metres of water, about 18.5 degrees water temperature, which is pretty good. Got bottom there. Alright, so we've got that one in. This one here, I've got a snelled rig with suicide hooks 5.0s, Master Pro, snelled up. So I'm going to put a whole pilchard on this one. Nice big fat juicy one there. Amazing, these fish candy ones, just great. So through about the middle of the bait, right through, in from the side and out through the gill plate. Tuck that in, and then the other hook on the other side, in, out. The half hitches around the tail. great exposure both sides of the hook there. Snapper do like to take the head a lot of the times, so you always want to have a hook in the head. Use a bit of weight just to get to the bottom there. Alright, there's 2 rods in of the 4 I'm allowed. Now, next one. Hold that one for a second. Single hook on this one. And go silver whiting. Ones. Awesome baits. Can't fault them. So we've got a, this is about 6.0 circle on this one, so I'll put it in through the middle. It's so firm, a great bait. Pull it through, in and out, through the gill plate just near the eye. Sit there. Couple of half hitches. Tail. Just using easy rigs today. Sometimes I'll put a ball sinker on and float it down. We'll see how we go. Change it up. Let's get that baby in. Also got some squid. Previously caught and Western caught some squid heads. Look at that. Cracking bait. I might just use half because that's quite a big one. I'll go the smaller one and put the hook in. This one's got a 7.0 suicide hook. Just going to go through that top bit. This one, right the way through. Something like that. Heaps of exposure. Drag's good. Sinker on that. Let's get him in and see what he does. Bottom now. Drag set. We've got all our rods in. Now time for a bit of burley. So we've got the fish candy pillies. Master Pro snapper nuggets. Got to have some of that. Bucket. Couple of handfuls. One for good luck. A few other boats coming out now. It's nearly 5 a.m. Alright, we're in, we're set. Now it's a waiting game. Let's see what happens. Right, so I'm going to load up the burley pot and put that down. Some old hot dog rolls we didn't use on the weekend. They're good to absorb up the tuna oil that I'm going to put in, and they slowly break up and disperse into the water. So put those down first, rip them up. That should be enough. Fillies. And some tuna oil. Alright, we nearly got sunrise. We've got first light up now. When I'm snapper fishing, I'm always looking for one of those events, something happening. It's either sunrise, sundown, change of tide, something that brings them on to bite. Always seems to be around some type of event. So I had the baits in about half an hour. I don't know what all this bait is at the bottom, but they are taking my pillies on the snapper snatcher. Awesome sunrise happening. Looks cracker. Look at that. So yeah, it's been hitting those pillies and the full pilly as well, so I've had to change that a couple of times. The silver whiting and the squid still on there, so hopefully, fingers crossed, sunrise soon. Hopefully something goes off. Alright, we've got something on. Feels like a snapper. Just on sunrise. Feels like a good fish. Rod just buckled over. Now this one had the squid head on it. Just watching those other rods. It's got some good head shakes. Single hook on this. Oh, nice snapper. A few kilos. Oh yes, baby. I'm on the boards. That's a heavy fish. That's a ripper. Whew. Finally got my first snapper of the season. It's worth the early start. I'm going to say about 3 kilos. Just really woofed that bait down. Yeah, he took the squid head, that boy. He's real deep, he wasn't getting off. Probably have to cut that one off, I think. Come here, you. You're not going anywhere. Oh, there he is. Have a look at that. Got my first snapper. You beauty. Looking about 4 kilos. Nice start. $4 fish. Beautiful. All right. Let's get a new hook on this boy and get him back in. Leader's all right, probably just that last little bit needs to come off. So, just about to put a new hook on. These are ones I get from Bait Tackle Direct, size 7, $9.90 for 50 of them. Bargain. Can't go past Bait Tackle Direct. It's not worth going anywhere else. Good fish. Another rod just went. This feels like a bit better. Definitely a snapper, those head shakes. God, they're a great fish to catch. Got some colour now. Yeah, nice fish. About the same. 3-4 kilo fish. Nice red one, that one. Whoo-wee. Another nice fish. Probably a little smaller than the last one, went a bit harder. There's that circle hook right in the corner of the mouth. And that one took a fish candy silver whiting. I'm just going to get that rod back in there. No, I'll go with another silver whiting under there, I think. Sorry, mate. It's all happening just on sunrise. I was talking about before, events. That's what you look for with snapper fishing. Something happening. Deal with you in a minute, matey. Alright, we're on the bottom. Okay. He's about 2.5 kilos, that one. Another ripper red. Have a look at that. Beautiful fish. Cracker. You beauty. Whew. So much fun. Glad I've pushed myself to come out. It's important when you get a bit of a hot bite on that you try and keep the fish in the area. So you want to burley up. Some pillies. And the nuggets. Try and keep the fish in the area. This looks like a good fish. Oh. Oh, here we go. Oh, lost it. Lost it. Lost it. A little bit of pressure off him. Bugger! silver whiting took the head. This looks like a good fish. Oh. Oh, here we go. Oh, lost it. Lost it. Lost it. A little bit of pressure off him. Bugger! Okay, so it's about an hour or so after we caught those 2-3 fish, and it's gone a bit quiet now. Still a bit of bait on the sounder moving through, not many arches, so I'm contemplating whether or not I move, try to somewhere else, or maybe just have a bit of a sound around this area, and they could be 50 metres that way or 100 metres, so I think I might just have a bit of a sound around and see what happens. So just having a bit of a move, sounding around. See a bit of a bait ball there, looking for some arches. I'm just going around spots where I've caught snapper before. I use my Elite 7 just for all my GPS marks and navigation, and use the Lowrance HCS 12 for just the fish finding. It's a good combination. Works well. And this is the area I've caught some big snapper previously. Usually a little bit later in November, but I've done alright. Caught a couple this morning, lost a decent one. There's probably a few fish there. That's right on the spot where I've caught fish before, so I think I might edge the nose into the wind. Let's go a little bit past it. Yeah, could be some good fish down there. So edge into the wind, into neutral, into reverse a little bit, start putting the anchor down. The whole idea when you've got the chain is the chain lies flat on the bottom, and then you count out your rope, usually a second a metre, and 18 metres, so see the anchor going down there. So that should be about enough. I'll just into reverse a little bit more, and you can see the front end of the boat swinging around now as it's tightening up into the wind. Another arch there. All right, let's go have a fish. Look what was on the sounder there. You find the bait, you do find the fish. Sometimes they're cruising around underneath it. Buckle that I just had for a split second took a California squid. It's taken the bottom off it. So I've still got another one in here, I think. I'll get it out. I might use a squid ring. This is the fish candy. I've done alright on these squid rings before. I'll pin that one. And I'll whack this one through it. Out the bottom. There we go. Good penetration both sides. Let's see how this goes. So I just had a big tug on this one, bent over for a split second. I think it's a silver whiting on this one. Let's see what happens. Oh yeah, took the whole thing. That was probably a decent sized snapper. Single hook. Things are just starting to happen after I've had that little move and found some arches on the sounder. I've had two good tugs, one on the California squid and one on the silver whiting. Alright, so I've had another little move in the same sort of area, still around that 18 metre mark. Water temp's about 18.4 at the moment. Had a couple of bites where it just tugged, lost the bait, didn't buckle over, didn't hook them up, but they've been in the area. So just about due for low tide in about 20 minutes time. So I'll fish here until probably half an hour, 40 minutes after that change of tide, and hopefully something comes on. 1, 2, 3 rods, all getting nibbles, but like a flathead or maybe even a small snapper. Not seeing anything buckle over. Just getting that change of tide. Cracking day out here, just beautiful. Alright, so that's me done for today. It's just had the tide change, got nothing else. Just those two fish early this morning, basically on sunrise. Had a couple of inquiries, a couple of bend overs, but not getting hooked up. So had a pretty good day. I'm pretty happy. I was lucky just to get out. Nearly cancelled on myself a couple of times, but I'm out here and I've had a great day. Got a couple of fish. I've opened the account for the snapper for this season, so I can't complain. And I'll be out again soon, hopefully. Bring Riley out. Just get these rods in and we'll head in. Anyway, thanks for watching. Stay safe on the water.